Hey fellas, this is not what you wanted, hehehe. So I was thinking of making an audiobook the story OP Tanjiro the Slayer of Brightness, cause most of you had problem reading the text. And tell me if I should continue it or not. So let's get started. A petite girl was running around surviving and looking for demons in the mountain. This girl has a side ponytail with a butterfly clip and a sword in hand. Her name was Kanao Chuyuri and is participating in the final selection. This is her first day out of 7 and already killed 5 demons. But luck wasn't in her side as she came across a horde of demons standing over what appeared to be at least 3 other dead participants. Many pairs of demon eyes looked over to her, then she heard laughter coming from them. Haha, looks like the food came to us now, hehehe, said one of the bigger demons. Kanao didn't feel scared nor nervous though, as she felt no emotions due to her abusive and tragic past life before she was taken by Kanier and Shinobu Kochao. But she will admit that she might need to run for this. There seem to be over 15 demons, I might need to run and split them up, she said in her head. But the demons all of a sudden leapt at her. She was prepared to block, dodge, and split them up before she heard this sun-breathing second form clear blue sky. Due to her enhanced eyesight, she was able to see a boy with long hair, red hair tied to a ponytail with Hanafuda earrings and a Katsune mask on the left side of his head, and red eyes spin his body 360 degrees and release an attack with fire coming out of the sword and creating a beautiful technique she has never seen before. She could also tell just how powerful that attack was, and the next thing she knew she heard screams of pain and agony. It burns, was all she could hear. She looked at the demons and was a bit shocked to see that all 15 demons' heads were cut off by a single attack. The bodies quickly turned to ashes, also. Did they say that it burned? Getting their head cut off should hurt, but it shouldn't burn. The forms and breathing techniques don't supposedly do that. Hello. She quickly turned around and faced the boy who saved her. Are you hurt or injured anywhere? The boy asked. She took out her coin and flipped it to answer him. It landed on heads, so she spoke. Yes, I'm fine, you killed them before they could reach me, she simply said. The boy, who was caught off guard with the coin flipping, just gave her a kind smile and told her he was glad. My name is Tanjiro Kamado, I'm sorry but I have to go save other participants, but hopefully you'll survive this, miss. Oh, so his name is Tanjiro, Kanao Chuyuri, she spoke without emotion. Ah, that's a beautiful name, but hopefully I'll see you again, Chuyuri-san. Then with that he took off with incredible speed that would seem as if he teleported, leaving a trail of fire and flames behind. Kanao only barely saw him run off due to her enhanced eyesight, but was still surprised. What breathing technique was that? It had fire, but it was different from flame breathing from what I've seen. And his speed was shocking. She then looked at the floor where the demons' ashes were. Just one attack and he killed over 15 demons. Just how powerful is he? She thought, but decided to brush it off and went on her way. After the third day she couldn't even see or sense a demon anywhere on the mountain. She guessed someone must have killed them all, and she was sure it was the boy named Tanjiro. But here she was at the top of the mountain after 7 days with the other participants. They started with over 20, but now there are 13, which was shocking to see a high number. Usually it would be 5 or below, since that's what her sisters told her. Maybe it was because there were no demons after the third day. Third person view. The 2 twin children of the master of the Demon Slayer Corps explained the ranks and gave them their crows meant for communication. Everything was going well until... I don't give a shit about this crap, yelled Genya, and boy with a scar on his cheek as he went to the white-haired girl twin, slapped her, and pulled her hair. Give me my sword now, the color-changing one. But before he could say anything, a hand gripped his arm and squeezed it tightly, breaking it without warning. Genya pulled his arm back and held it in pain as he looked at his attacker. It's you, said Genya as he looked to Tanjiro, who was standing in front of the white-haired girl in a protective stance. Tanjiro saved Genya from numerous demons on the first night. You do realize that the Nichiren blades take 15 days to make, right? Be patient, and be careful to who you must behave around. The little girl you just attacked is the daughter of the leader of the Demon Slaying Corps, and you could face some consequences for your actions. Have some respect, kid, said Tanjiro as he then looked away and asked the little girl if she was okay. The little girl responded with a nod and a thank you as Tanjiro just smiled warmly and straightened out her hair and clothes and pat her head, which brought a smile to the white-haired girl. Everyone was shocked since no one saw, heard, or sensed Tanjiro at all before he defended the little girl. And how easily Tanjiro fractured Genya's arm and how he easily took down the demons. They knew they shouldn't get on his bad side. Thank you, and since you're here you can pick out an ore for your sword first, said the black-haired boy twin as he showed Tanjiro the ores. Tanjiro, with his enhanced sense of smell, picked the one that smelled of coal and ashes, the only one that stood out. But before he could go back to Urodaki, he was stopped by the twins. We know you were the one that killed all of the demons. We'll ask our father to rank you Mizuno instead of Mizunoto, said the twins in union. Wait, what? Wait, no, it's okay, I was just trying my best to help and protect the others, said Tanjiro with a smile so pure and kind. However, the other participants heard that Tanjiro killed all the demons, which would explain why after the third day there weren't any. Which also explains why there are so many survivors. Please we insist, said the twins once more. Tanjiro replied with a sigh and with a nod of a head. After that he put on his Katsune mask and went on his way to Urodaki's house. Tanjiro Pavji's the way back home to Urodaki was way harder than I would have thought. I didn't even eat in 7 days. I knock on the door waiting for someone to answer. Tanjiro. I heard Urodaki's voice behind me as I turned towards him. All of a sudden he rushed at me and pulled me into a hug. Though shocked at first, I hugged him back as he started to cry in joy. Thank God you're back, he said quietly as he let go and led me inside. Poor man was probably worried another one of his students wasn't going to make the final selection. But I killed the demon responsible for his student's death pretty easily. But I couldn't stop myself from praying for it. The scent of sadness was too much. And besides, demons are tragic creatures. The true demon is Muzan. I'll make sure he'll die by my hands. After I was led inside, we had a feast and I told him about what happened at the final select on. When I told him that I was going to be ranked Mizuno instead of Mizunoto since I killed all of the demons on the mountain, Urodaki was shocked at first, but then he was proud and patted my head telling me good job. I smiled and replied with a thank you. After that I excused myself and went to bed. At the Demon Slayer HQ, Kaguya Obayashiki, a frail, sick man who was also the master of the Demon Slayers, sat with the 9 Hashira since they were in a meeting. A crow came in and spoke. Koko, 13 people survived the final selection this year. Koko, this surprised everyone since not that many people survived the final selection since so many years ago. That's surprising, spoke Kyojuro Ranguko, the flame Hashira. Then 2 of Kaguya's children, the twins, went into the room and spoke in union. Excuse us for interrupting, but Father, we want to request one of the surviving participants in this final selection to be a Mizuno instead of a Mizunoto, spoke the twins. Why is that? Spoke the master in curiosity, since why would they request that? Because this survivor killed all the demons on the mountain and is why there are so many survivors. This obviously intrigued everyone. I see. What is this child's name? Asked the master. Tanjiro Kamado. He has red eyes with red hair tied into a ponytail with red Hanafuda earrings and a Katsune mask with a strange flame-looking scar on his forehead, spoke Kanao, who was behind the twins waiting for her sister, Shinobu Kocho, the butterfly Hashira, to walk back home after the mission. Oh, so a child of brightness. That's cool, yelled Mitsuri Kanroji, the love Hashira. Gyu Tomiekas, the water Hashira, eyes widened since that was the kid he sent to Urodaki almost 2 years ago. The others noticed Gyu's reaction and asked him what's wrong, to which he answered truthfully by telling them that he was a kid he sent to Urodaki 2 years ago. Looks like we'll have another great water user, said the master with a smile. He doesn't use water breathing, answered Kanao. Then what breathing technique does he use? Asked Aguro Obane, the snake Hashira. This was the first time I saw it, so I don't know. What I do know is that it involved fire but wasn't flame breathing. It appeared to be more powerful, Kanao said, which once again intrigued everyone. Do you have any more information on his breath style? Asked Sanemi, the wind Hashira. No, nothing else. Okay, I'll rank him Mizuno, thank you. And with that the twins and Kanao left. Well, the kid seems flamboyant, says Uzui, the sound Hashira. I'll pray for his safety and success, says Gyome, the rock Hashira. Looks like we have a slayer of brightness in our corps now, says the master as he smiles. Well then, let's continue our meeting. Yes, master. Chapter 1, Final Selection. Thank you.